Mabuke, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels, and the P today stands for puzzled about what to get your loved ones for Christmas?
No.
Or the Jewish Hanukkahs? Well, have
no.
I got something for you. Instead of packing, I've been working on these gorgeous bags. These are actually a grocery bag.
Is this the bag that you showed up on TikTok?
For myself. Oh, I did make a TikTok about
Yeah.
it. These are really gorgeous grocery bags, except... Can you cut that part out? These are really gorgeous grocery bags, especially for people with bigger bodies. Because totes are fun, but I want to put them over my thing like this.
Yeah.
And now I can. It's really deep. There's even a pocket right here for your cell phone and your stuff. This one is forks, knives, and spoons. I did make it. And look, this is my favorite part. It actually can hold a lot of stuff. And when I go to Target, what I do is I take the top strap off. Mm-hmm. I leave the bottom strap on. And then look at all this space. And I can just put the stuff in there.
Last time we were at Target together, I saw you do that. And I know that Target is a company where they don't just like grab you for shoplifting. They build a case against you. So I knew you'd be fine because you take it out at the register. Mm-hmm. But it did make me nervous because it did look like you were shoplifting.
Yeah. So if you want to look like you're shoplifting, buy one of these bags. These are going to be called, I think I'm going to call them Alexis's sacks.
No. That's anti-trans.
Huh? But I'm... Okay, no, I got a better one. The tariffs are coming. It's going to make all of our groceries cheaper. These are the tariff totes.
Okay. I love that idea because you're right. It is going to make everything cheaper.
It's going to fix all our problems.
It's going to fix all of our problems.
The tariffs.
It's a little too political for like a tote.
Okay, how about these? Bevel's boho bags.
I love 3Bs.
Yeah.
Better Business Bureau.
Big Booty Bonkers.
Big Booty Bonkers.
Yeah.
Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers.
Babe in the Big Blue City.
And that one.
Biddy, yeah. We have fork, knives, and spoons. You might remember when we did our video about knife and spoon.
Oh yeah, was this what this was for? And then you just forgot?
No, this was bought after because I loved that video so much. Video. We also have, I don't know if you remember this outfit I wore the other day.
Yep, you wear it a lot.
I cut that up. This is the skirt of it. It's really elegant, don't you think?
You cut the skirt off?
Yeah, I was looking looking for fabrics to use.
You've also been wearing this a lot, so it's time to move on.
I literally wore it once in all the time I moved since Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's just like, looks like everything you wear.
I'm calling this the...
Oh my God!
The
you made me this. Did you make me this so that we can...
Well, no, remember you're like, you need...
So that I can promote it?
Well, no. See, remember when you were like, you need to make more money?
Because look at it on like a slim figure too. Because it's even good if you have a very tiny, skinny model body. Look at all of that space.
It's really cute, right?
Sorry, what were you saying?
So those are all going to be, these are the custom, exquisite.
How many do you have?
These are going to be 35. And then I have 4 more. This is a bit of a lighter material. So in these ones, I can put a whole 12-pack of Diet Coke.
Why are you grabbing this? This one's mine now.
Well, I'm going to sell it. Because remember when you were like, Alexis, you have to find a way to make your own money. You have to stop asking me for money.
And that's why you cried. And I didn't make you cry.
I cried because of my choices.
Because I was right.
But I'm going to sell this. So you can take a piece of our costumes home. Look, I'm wearing the grapes right now. These are all $35, and they're first come, first serve. Just DM me at Alexis Bevels on Instagram.
I feel like I bought some of that fabric. At the very least, I should get one bag.
These are from an IKEA duvet cover that I was going to make a dress out of, but instead I made bags. There's 4 of these, and these are only $30. They're still really cute, really spacious. You can absolutely fit so many groceries in here. They also have the pockets. I just wouldn't put a 12-pack of Diet Coke in there. Or the other ones you can,
Or you could go to IKEA wearing that and really freak them out.
You can't, because this, I realized when I looked at the duvet inside, it said 2010. This is 14-year-old fabric.
Well, you don't know if they're time travelers.
I washed it 3 times.
They could be time travelers.
So it was a duvet. There was a couple stains on it.
Did you have sex on it?
I washed it in her washer and dryer the first time, because I thrifted this. And then I washed it in mine after it was safe. First come, first serve. If anybody would like one of these bags, they're actually really, really handy for laundry, for thrifting, for school, for your books. Actually, for wigs, they perfectly fit a wig on a wig head for all your traveling needs, and they're comfy, and you can put them all over your body and be hands-free. GM me on Instagram at Alexis Bevels.
You better GM her.
And first come, first serve.
A really good selling point that I think you're really downplaying is Kevin, your friend Kevin is doing all of the shipping. So it actually will go out on time.
Yeah.
Neither Alexis or I am involved in any of the shipping.
No.
With Kevin, he's muscle and like he doesn't really do much else. So he has plenty of time to do this.
This one's my
Kevin
favorite.
will be sending them out.
I am making a dress because I made sure to leave enough fabric. I'm making a dress out of this for me. I was going to make both of this.
So you're going to have a matching dress and bag. And yet you brought this to my house and I can't even have it.
Well, see, yeah, that is about the long and the short of it. But see, so for this one, I was going to make us a matching set too, but I didn't have enough for you. So I made this bag instead, and then I'm going to make me one.
You didn't have enough fabric for me, but you had enough for you? What is it?
And the
a
bag.
Scarf?
And the bag.
Oh, so this would have been mine.
This would have been an outfit for you. But I know you want me to make money.
No, you know what? I want to wear it.
And it could fit her. Bitch, she's in it.
No, you can sell this. Now that I've been in it, I just raised the price. This one's $50. All right. Thank you, everyone, for helping Alexis make money and finally not be a burden to those around her. Okay. Hi. Sorry. We're here for the Philippines. Mabuhay. We decided to have a night where we just watched the last 4 episodes.
We did, and I came over.
I have to tell you the truth.
We had so much fun.
I'll be honest with you, we love Philippines, but there is something very daunting about not only watching 4 episodes back to back, but also having to take notes and be aware.
That's
I had
the thing.
So much fun.
That's why we got behind, is because there was 5 other franchises going on at the same time.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we had to let our gorgeous Philippines fall by the wayside, but we're coming back to it now. We're not coming back for Global All-Stars, and don't ask about Down Under.
We're gonna do the finale of Global in our finale roundup.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. I'll do it while you sit quietly.
I can't watch that.
You don't have. Let's be honest. No one expects you to watch anything on this show. Anyway, so we watched the 4 episodes. I did get a little high though, and I was giggling.
She was giggling.
I laughed so much during these 4 hours.
I did too. It was fun.
Well, you get contact highs because of your brain development. Today, I was like, well, let me just watch a recap of the season just to give me an idea of, like, a reminder, of the previous episodes. YouTube, I don't know if you have that, but you can search on the YouTube, and I searched, and Black Boy was the first one to come up. I love her on Twitter. I think he's very cute. I did look him up again today just to refresh my memory of his stats and such as.
Yeah.
He is 23, which I don't love. You'll grow out of it, though. Anyway, he was saying everything that I agree with in my own beautiful brain, which is this season was outstanding.
Yeah.
It was next
top
level.
tier.
It will go down in history as one of, if not the best series of the year. His opinions are valid, okay? And what he's saying for the most part is absolutely true, and I agree with it. Don't get distracted by the fact that he quotes Alexis in it as like, so many people love this show, even Alexis Bevels. Sure, that might make you think that he's an idiot.
Darby.
What?
Can I see you back here for a second?
Yeah.
Do I have one hair right here somewhere?
Yes.
Can you grab it?
Yes, queen. Work, mama slay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Anyway, Alexis sucks.
Yeah, she does. Ask her boyfriend.
You have been getting a workout with your mouth and your hole. I'm so happy for you.
I mean, not as much. It's slowed down because we're we're fully in a relationship now.
It didn't slow down to like stopping though.
No. Also, I'm moving, so it's like chaos and stuff.
Taco Bell.
Actually, I haven't had a lot of Taco Bell since our talk. Since our Taco Bell.
Really?
No.
Wow.
I'm truly in my frugal
poops?
era.
How are your poops?
Great. They're getting harder and harder.
Anyway, so just ignore that. I think the Alexis call out is more just like a joke.
It's just
other
a
than
quote.
that,
It doesn't mean he likes
everything-
me.
He had both of us
To choose from.
To choose from.
Yeah.
And I watch all the shows. I do all the noting. I do all the editing. And I have the opinion. She's here for set dressing.
I'm ranch.
I'm the kale. I'm bitter, but I'm kind of good for you in a way. For like your insides.
I know a boy in high school named Kale, and he was like one of the only openly...
His name was Kale?
Yeah, but spelled with a C. It was before Kale was a thing.
Kale was a thing.
No.
It existed. You think he didn't know about Kale?
We're from small town Texas. He did not know.
Oh, sure.
He died under mysterious circumstances, and I can't figure out why.
What do you mean he died?
He died under mysterious circumstances, like when I was in college, so a couple of years after high school. Yeah,
so he's young.
And he was only like that. He was like the only out gay person.
Drugs or
in
suicide,
high school.
Probably.
I have in my mind. I don't know if it's because I'm twisted or dark-sided or whatever.
He was in love with you.
I have in my mind that it was like a hookup gone wrong or like a hate crime of some sort.
Oh, that's so sad.
Because they have a funeral page for him, and I went and looked at all the comments.
That's how you do it.
No one was saying why, but everyone, there was a bunch of people that were like, oh my gosh, when I heard what happened, I couldn't believe it. I didn't get suey from him.
I feel like whenever, and again, you do need to be over 35 for this conversation, but I feel like in general, when someone from your high school dies, you see all of the posts. It used to be Facebook, but now,
now it's like a funeral home
now
website.
It's a funeral home website. If they don't specifically mention like a cancer charity or like you fought so hard, then I always assume it's a suey. The guy who sued when I was like in college, who I went to high school with, he was so hot. I think we were in our 20s. He sued, and the only reason I figured it out was because people kept saying, like, if anyone else is feeling this way, please, here's my number.
No, so it was nothing like that. It was like, when I heard what happened, I couldn't believe it. Oh my God.
Oh.
Actually, let me ask
this guy that I had a crush on who is a pilot and has my same government name was dating a twink who did actually go for a grinder hookup and then died, and they found his body in a dumpster, and it's
dumpster dive.
It's a Crime Watch Daily or True Crime Watch Daily or whatever. I used to be so jealous of him, but now I'm not.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Age 25 was taken from this earth.
25. Wow. That's so sad. Well, let's go to the Philippines. Whenever you're ready.
Oh my God.
We should probably go to the Philippines.
Look at it. He was kind of cute.
He was super cute. What do you think it looks like now? Oh, this is sad. I don't want to read that.
I just want to know what happened.
Okay, and I want to say, I want this on record. Okay? Put this in the National Library of Congress. When I die, no matter how I go, everyone can talk about it. Post about it. I want you to... Well, we won't have Twitter or anything by then.
I'm going way before you.
Thank you so much.
Also,
I I say that in like a way of like, no, but it's possible that you could outlive me. I know you won't. But I feel like that's pretending that you could outlive me is lengthening your life, really.
I like that we're leaning into honesty lately with each other.
Oh, yeah, you'll be dead next year. But when I'm dead, for all of you, we won't have Twitter, so you can
stop doing
Zucky
Twitter.
out. You can Zucky out. Zucker out.
I want you to get off Twitter.
I gotta be honest with you, girlie. I'm on Blue Sky.
Yeah.
I'm giving it a try, and I'm hopeful, but the audience just isn't there yet, and I don't want to waste the audience I'm already connected to. I want to be able to, like, today, or was it yesterday? Oh yeah, I was high. I was watching, that Ted Danson show, Man on the Inside?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard.
Okay, he goes into a retirement home undercover to try and, like, help solve a crime, and it's the sweetest, most Apple TV-esque, light, bright, whatever. I mean, people die. It's an old folks home. But anyway, I love it. And I was high, so I tweeted out, is Ted Danson hot? I need people that I'm already connected with to tell me if Ted Danson's hot. You know what I mean?
The answer is yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big time. And I know I've got a son, daddy, grandpa thing, but I think he even goes beyond the grandpa of it.
Well, speaking of son, daddy, grandpa, we have a couple of those in the first episode we're going to be reviewing for Philippines, because it's a makeover episode, and they got their families. Isn't that sweet?
It is really nice. I mean, not for me, but I think it's nice. I think it's really nice. The thing that I was most excited about, I loved how they introed Maxie and Angel's parents, because it was at first just mom came in, and of course, because she's Maxie's like, Angel can have mom, I'll just take whoever, I won't participate. And then they bring out her dad.
They get all their family.
I love that. I love that that exists and people are happy, and it doesn't hurt me emotionally or anything.
It helped knowing that it already happened like a long time ago.
Yeah, so maybe they're fighting now. Thank you so much. That made me feel so much better. Do you mind if we quickly talk about Mama Pow's outfit? Because we both
loved it. But
no, you didn't.
I was confused. I was curious because her eye makeup and the contacts mixed with the dark hair made me think that this dress was a little too light.
I'm doing Mama Pow.
for this, but
I loved it.
But I also
But I hated the context. You're absolutely right. So let's just go through. They're supposed to be superheroes.
So
it doesn't
cute.
matter. It's all made up. So up first we have Angel and her mom. Oh my god, I loved it.
I loved it. The
It's
tinsel
so
hair,
cute.
freaking so cute.
Now that the season's over, I would love for Maxie and Angel to do a video about how they prepared for the season together and how like the season went. I want to know more. So you think Maxie had to have helped with all of this? It's even possible that their parents helped with some of this.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, her mom made that? I loved it. It was so cute.
Yes, me too.
Now, it does seem like... Let me ask you this. You're trans.
What?
It seems like a lot of the trans girls on Drag Race, they love the flag. They love to talk about it. They love to have it. They love to do it.
The colors, you mean?
The colors.
The trans flag
the colors,
and all of it?
The colors. Is that because the colors are just genuinely beautiful?
Pretty.
Or is it because if you don't say it, then people will forget?
Then people will spray it. I don't know if these are...
It is.
They're trans colors.
They're trans superheroes.
They remind me of that Go-Gurt stuff. Or like, remember when
it looks like a
Go-Gurt swirls?
You're absolutely right. It looks like if a Go-Gurt got shot with a bunch of BBs. And then it just kind of came out.
No, but just the colors. Remember, was it like Dannon yogurt cups that would come in like half and half?
Not sponsored, but we would love to be.
Oh my god. Or Dunkaroos.
Okay.
Dunkaroos.
I bought Dunkaroos after I saw Oh Mary on Broadway. When we were driving home, we stopped at a gas station and I bought Dunkaroos at a gas station in New Jersey.
Oh god, I'm getting hungry.
Right? I got a little turned on. Up next, we have Kiana and her mama. I must say, I love these looks, first of all. They're very, like, cartoon cute. But I gotta say, I didn't know that she and her mom weren't on good terms. And then she shows up on the show. I was so happy for her. I have to say, as someone who also doesn't have, like, a great relationship with my mom, if I was on a TV show and she was brought in as, like, my guest.
What would you do?
Well, John Quijones would come out and I'd say, thank you so much, I hate your show. I don't know what I would do. I think Kiana handled it really well.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly they're in contact of some kind. It's not like she was just out of the blue.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I don't know if I wasn't fully understanding, but
Well, you were sewing.
I feel like they weren't on good terms, but they were like slowly mending their relationship.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
So they were on better terms now, but she was like, I gotta be honest, we weren't always chill. And she did make a lot of mistakes. Yeah. And that was tough.
She's beautiful.
See. Yeah, she's beautiful.
She's really
both
beautiful.
Of them.
I love that they threw the flip-flops at the end. That was really cute. Then we have Maxie and her dad. And
that was really cute.
Listen, a supportive dad, I'm in. I'm 100% in. Because I don't understand it. It's kind of like a superhero to me, a supportive father. Like, whoa, those can't exist. I love this look. There's also something just really fun about seeing a masculine man who clearly has never done this before do this. There's something just a little more exciting. We call it the mini effect here on the podcast. Did you like it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't like it?
Fit issues, but also, like, it's his dad. It's not... I'm not going to critique.
But I love that she had...
And the wig. His wig.
Well, yeah, but he had things around his head. Do you think his masculinity just kind of melted the wig a little? Because he's so masculine?
Maybe. But also, like, it's really cute. And it's more
it's adorable.
special the fact that he's there supporting.
But even if you look at Maxie on her own, I mean, she looks incredible.
Maxie is one of the most beautiful to ever grace the stage. And one of the most talented.
That's what we kept saying all night in those 4.5 hours.
It was like...
Oh my God. Yeah. Then we have Mick Chanel and her sister, her sissy, her drag sister. They were doing what is apparently like a Cheetos. Okay, you remember, well, you don't watch 30 Rock, but do y'all remember on 30 Rock when Liz was eating cheesy blasters and she had a dream, the mascot like came to life? Do you remember that? That's what this is. I think they're like the Cheetos.
Oh, yeah. So they did a whole thing about cheese and snacks.
I think they are like an actual snack character.
I thought
it was cute.
Yeah.
Actually, as I'm looking closer, it was fine.
It was fine. Well, next is Popstar Bench and her boyfriend.
Oh my God, he's so little. That was so cute.
He was really cute.
It's the panty again.
It's the panty. It's
yeah.
Otherwise, I didn't mind it. They had a really fun presentation.
Yes. I didn't mind it either, except for she's giving a similar body shape to most everything she brought. at this point, and we're seeing the panty again.
Yeah.
So it made sense to me she was on
Yeah.
the bottom.
Tita Baby and her boyfriend.
So cute.
So cute.
I can't handle it. I thought he was adorable. I love them together. The outfit's kind of weird, but I feel like when we're at this point, we're doing a makeover, we're at the top 6 or 7 or however many there are, you can forgive some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's really cute.
I think my favorite was...
I wish she had brushed his wig.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think my favorite was next. It's Zimbading and her mom.
Okay.
The wings were so fucking good.
How cute was her mom?
And they were so cute, and they were like eagle people.
And it was just so next level. Compared to everything else that was on stage, it was so impressive.
Yeah.
And like just hearing her mom tell her story further about the leprosy and the such as. Although you did say something kind of funny where you were like, can you imagine if she didn't tell her beforehand that she was going to do that look, and then she gets to Drag Race and they're like, oh my God, you're the leper. We saw it on the
like she blew
runway.
up her stuff.
She blew, yeah. She spilled all her
Can I
tea.
do a really quick confessional? I know. I keep yawning. I promise it's not because of lack of interest. I have just been going crazy, like packing, and then I stopped packing for 3 days to sew these bags. Until now, DM Alexis Bevels. I don't mean to disrespect this process. So I understand.
Okay, can I do a confessional real quick?
Yeah.
She did this while we watched the show too, so take that for what it's worth. You didn't hear that, did you?
No, you were in a confessional.
Thank you. The winner is Maxi, although I agree with you. If I was doing the winning, I would give it to Zimba. Oh my God. She did that a lot in the 4.5 hours too.
It was a hiccuper. It's a hiccup.
Congrats, Maxi. The bottom 2 are Popstar and Kiana. I think we knew immediately when they were the bottom 2 that Popstar was leaving us. I liked Popstar a lot. I would just like to see Popstar with a budget. I would like... She will. She's so gorgeous. I love her drag persona. There was just a lot of finishing details that I know will be taken care of as she continues to grow as a superstar. So we say goodbye to Popstar. Heading into episode 8, the Lip Sync Lollapalooza Smackdown.
Oh my gosh. And trend alert, I love not making it last too long.
Right?
Yeah.
America, we have to take note.
Everyone went one by one. First was Tita Baby and Mix. They did Adrenaline by RuPaul.
I loved that they had all these songs and I didn't know what any of them were. And then they were like, and of course Adrenaline by RuPaul.
I still think about, and I'll go and find it every once in a while, Naomi Smalls versus Gia Gunn. Because it's really exciting. She does that back bend.
That was iconic. That changed the game.
Yeah.
And now Gia Gunn is dead.
No, she's on TikTok Live at all times.
Is she really?
Yeah.
Does she do the battles with that guy that used to date Trisha Paytas?
She does the battles with that guy. Does? And she does battles. Yeah. She does battles.
Gia Gunn?
Yeah.
She's doing it.
Is the Boom Boom Live Queen. Some of these people on Live, they're never not on Live. Like Malaysia Baby Doll Fox is always on.
My God. I have to say, like, and maybe it's just our age, but the idea of being on a live, even for 10 minutes, is something that stresses me out.
I'm scared, but I also kind of want to try it.
Same.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine doing it for hours. I can't imagine doing it for a single hour.
I mean, what do? You just sit there and read the comments and
say like, all right, guys, we need one more tap. We need 3 more roses.
We need 3 more gardens.
3 more roses.
We need 3 more
we need another
garbage pails.
Galaxy. Come on, you can send me a galaxy.
Send me a galaxy. If you send me a galaxy,
okay,
I will
fart. I have sent a galaxy a couple times.
What is it? What is it?
This was like as all of the Free Palestine movement had started, and whenever I would come across like a live from someone in Gaza, I would donate because I was just like, well, I know it's not a lot, but it's like the least I can do. And there's this guy that I'm absolutely in love with. And the thing I like about him is that he goes to like the tent encampments and you get to see him actually giving the money and you get to see like all the good it does. And he's hot. And whenever I donate, he goes, oh, Darby, my Darby. And hard. I gave him a couple galaxies and I'm just letting you know.
How much is it?
$5? $8?
Oh, really?
$5? $8?
Oh.
Start donating on TikTok. It's really fun. Tita was really worried about this and she had no reason to be. She was so good. Good. And I was so proud of her because I know exactly how she was feeling. And Mix Chanel did great too. I love Mix. I really do. God, good for you, Tita.
She lost.
I was a little surprised that she never did a wig reveal. Because everyone came
Tita,
out and
Tita looked like she had a wig reveal.
They all
but
looked
she
like they had a wig
didn't.
reveal,
She
and they
didn't.
all did, except for her.
Tita. That was just her choice.
That was strange.
But also,
funny.
Now that I think about it, that's iconic.
Iconic. I think she was holding off because she wanted some final reveal in case she had to lip sync for her life. I think there was a very flat wig under there. I'm going to give her that credit.
Next up was Angel versus Kiana to the song Loca Loca.
This was another one where I was like, okay, Angel's in trouble. And I was so wrong. Oh my God.
Angel wiped the floor.
Truly, though.
With Kiana.
Angel, what a beautiful gift. So this is the storyline shit that I'm always talking about of like, we can root for the underdog for a while, but you have to show that you've got this at some point. Like, we can't keep doing this lip sync for your life, lip sync for your life, lip sync for your life. And Angel had one big stumble where she almost got sent home, and she's just shot to the moon since then.
Yeah.
It's been so fun.
Yeah.
She's been so fun to watch. So she wins. Now we go into round 3 with Maxi versus Zimbading. Now when Maxi did the reveal into that bejeweled bodysuit.
Oh.
We both did exactly
She had
that.
2 reveals. She had 3 reveals. She did wig
and
wig and the bodysuit underneath. We've all seen.
We both went,
yeah. There have been so many nude illusions. There's been so many bedazzled bodysuits.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I don't know what, it was the fit and it was
the hair,
her,
the face,
and the hair and the face and the confidence and the body just.
Yeah. And my heart went out to Zimba because, listen, Maxi came into this competition stacked. We all knew Maxi was going all the way.
Yeah,
And Zimba was a little living in the shadow of Brigading and trying to prove herself. And so there has been a little more like hunger coming from Zimba. Unfortunately, when you're in a lip sync with someone who is so calm and confident, the more stuff you do, it makes you look so desperate.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Frenetic energy. Yeah. Yeah. Tough. But Zimba did not win. Then they do a golden egg, much like Canada's golden beaver. And they say, the 3 of you that won, you all vote who gets the golden egg. And that person does not have to lip sync. The other 2 people that lost, they have to lip sync for each other.
Yeah. I loved it. I will say, maybe we just didn't see in the edit, but none of them went over to the egg and touched it. I would have touched the egg. I would have immediately walked in and go, oh, what's that? Just in case there was some immunity tied to it. Like, I did it. So they all vote unanimously to save Kiana.
Yeah.
Which I loved. That's just, it's the underdog story, although it's not even really an underdog because she's been killing it. But I loved that they all voted for Kiana.
I did too.
I thought that was really, really sweet. So the bottom 2 are Mix and Zimba. I think we kind of saw this coming as well.
Yeah.
I don't think, can I be honest with you?
You couldn't mix it.
I don't think the judges mix with Mix.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about her? There's an unlikability.
She's got that kind
built
of.
into
Was she
her
the one who in the first episode was like, "Everyone, please listen up. We have a lot to do and not a lot." I think maybe it's that.
Yeah.
I think maybe they felt like their crew was disrespected. Which I don't know if we could go so far as to say that. However, it was a lot.
I think in general, her.
Well, every time you see one dolphin above water, you see like there's 20 underneath that you don't see. So maybe they show us a little diva behavior on camera. You're probably getting a lot more diva behavior off camera.
She's so beautiful, though.
She's so beautiful. Like, it's kind of fine.
Be a bitch. I don't give a fuck. But she does go home, and Zimba stays, which I was really happy about. I do like Zimba a lot.
Yeah, and Zimba's really proved herself this series.
Then we go into episode 9, which is they have to write an original verse to slay how do you say it?
Say Akola, I thought it was. Or Akla. Slay Akla.
Slay Akla la 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 la. Okay. That's how you say it. But first, before we get into the verses, the mini challenge was they had to meet with the drag council, which is all the eliminated queens.
Okay, no, I was happy to explain this to Darby because she's not a part of Survivor culture.
Oh,
but this
yes.
to me gave me very Survivor final episode vibes. So the last like 10 people to get eliminated before the final 3 or final 2 go to a jury. They're not allowed to talk, but they're at every elimination or whatever, tribal.
They are?
Yeah.
Every single one?
So when you get voted out and you go to the jury, you get to clean up, you get to live nearby, and then you come and watch every tribal council.
You have to live there?
Yeah,
they go to a
but those
hotel,
people
right?
get... I don't think the jury does. The jury lives nearby, but they get, like, more comforts than...
They get food?
The survivors. Yeah.
Oh, great.
I knew a girl who was in Survivor, and she got out before the jury, and she...
Was so upset.
Went to... No. She had one person there. That person's job was just to make sure she didn't spill the beans, so keep her happy at all costs. So she got to do whatever she wanted, take surfing lessons, go shopping, do whatever she wanted.
Okay, I want to go on Survivor.
And get kicked off.
You know what?
First.
I'm going to go on Survivor. I'm going to be the
jury,
John... What's his name?
Johnny Fairplay.
Huh? No. Ronan Farrow's husband. Leave it. John Levitt.
John Levitt?
I'm going to be the John Levitt for my season.
Okay,
where
cool.
I'm like sassy and gay and cute and I go home first.
So the jury comes back at the very end. It's their turn to ask each of the players, why do you deserve my vote for $1 million? And it's so iconic because there's one girl, I think they were in Africa. She was like, Sue, I will give you my vote for $1 million if you promise to me to have your vocal cords removed. And she went to this other girl and she was like, you are so fucking annoying. I hate your ass. And she just like laid into her. It was a little too much. It was a little too much, but it was so fun.
TV. Good for her. Well, we sort of kind of got that energy in this.
Maxie.
So all of the returning queens come. Yeah, and Maxie, who I didn't expect, has she not been so sweet the entire season? It feels like all she's been doing
She's been
is
untouchable
encouraging.
this entire season.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
so
and
when
she
everyone
doesn't play
comes...
about Angel.
No,
she
nor
doesn't
should she.
play about Angel.
Nor should she.
So she and Mix got into it, which I loved. Actually, she and everyone got into
Mix
it,
and
which
Max.
I loved. And surprisingly, Maxie didn't win that challenge.
No.
Isn't that shocking, even though she fought with everyone? The Maxi Challenge is the song, and then the runway theme is Angaunda, which is the ball gown extravaganza. So let's go through their looks, and we can also talk about their performances.
Okay, can I say something?
No.
I've been watching Queer Eye,
I
the
thought
new
I said
season
no.
dropped. And there's an episode about a wedding. It's too early in my relationship to think about a wedding, so if you're watching, I'm not thinking about that at all. But
You better not watch Austin. That's so weird.
he watches sometimes.
He watches us?
He puts it on while he's at work.
Well, Austin, if this is on while you're at work, you've been dating her for like 6 months, and we've
I am
hung
not
out.
thinking about marriage, but
It's weird.
this is
Are you
actually
avoiding
Austin.
me?
Just take it.
Are you avoiding me, Austin?
Don't listen to this part.
Are you avoiding me?
The point is because you know I'm trans.
You avoiding me?
Austin, I'm trans, but you know I'm trans.
What?
So I never thought marriage was in the cards for me because I never thought I would, live. But now that I want to live, I'm like, it's very fun. Anyway, the point is, my ideal wedding dress, ball gown. Ball gown.
Well, yeah.
I want a ball gown.
That's not shocking to anyone who's ever seen you.
Ah.
Cool. Well, can't wait for that to happen. But before we get into that, we do just need to call out Miss Jiggly Caliente because that color, we both went, what?
Yeah.
Boing.
Yeah. Jiggly looking
Jiggly, you
absolutely
look so
stunning.
good. She's
I mean,
so
all the judges
gorgeous.
are looking
No,
really
they
good.
do, but she's just so fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with Angel. Now, her runway was stunning.
She was so stunning. She went the opposite direction of what everyone thought. She
did trans colors.
she's,
No one saw that coming.
That's not trans
No
colors.
one saw
It's
that
just blue.
And pink.
No, you're colorblind. There's no.
No,
pink.
that's pink.
There's no pink in there.
Didn't she say it was trans?
No, she said.
Isn't everything she wears trans color?
Stop.
I thought it was.
I do not see any pink in this.
Huh.
It's just blue, and then I think
Are
the
you
background
colorblind
is
too?
making it look purple.
Oh. Her lips are pink.
It's ethereal. It's beautiful. It's kind of a.
Serve.
It's kind of a precursor to the Glinda bubble dress. Like, I love the layers. I love how full it is. That's pink. The Glinda bubble dress.
And the stink. Alexis.
No,
fingers.
nothing about that movie stunk.
That's not true. And you're not ready to have the conversation, so we're not going to have it right now. I love that Wicked has re-released Defying Gravity and Popular without all the talking so that we can sing along. I thought that was really nice. Now, I'm tired of skipping ahead 1 minute and 8 seconds every time The Wizard and I starts. Can we just start 1 minute and 8 seconds in?
I got a complaint. This is not about Wicked. This is about the podcast Morbid. Morbid, more like more commercials. I have to skip forward 5 minutes before they start talking. And then it's literally every 4.5 minutes that there's another 5 minutes of commercials. Girls, I love you. Get to it. Faster.
I think they sound like they have a sinus infection that they just keep passing back and forth to one another. They're not for me. Okay. Now, you shouldn't, because you're in your frugal era, and the area that you're going to
The area's frugal.
Yeah, it's going to be frugal. Something that has changed my life is paying for some premium podcasts. I was very against it. I'm one of those girlies that I kind of like the ads. I think they're funny. I like to hear them talk through.
The ads are funny, but now we're entering an era where it's like commercial.
Okay, there we go. That's exactly where I was going. If your show gets so popular, like, I don't know, No Such Thing as a Fish, suddenly you're just playing commercials. It's not them talking anymore.
It's
literally
TV
like
commercials.
Yeah, it's a TV commercial, and I can't handle that. So I pay $2.99 a month for No Such Thing as a Fish. I pay for Wondery, so I can listen to 48 Hours, so I can hear people get murdered.
You have
and not be
Wondery
taken
Plus.
out
You
of
can
it.
listen to more of it without the ads.
If I wanted to, I could.
Yeah.
And I also pay for Dateline Premium. Because
So,
Keith Morrison makes me horny.
I had just gotten in October YouTube Premium, and I was obsessed with that.
You can afford YouTube Premium?
No, that's why I took it off this
Good.
month.
I'm so proud
I
of
went
you.
back, I scaled back on a bunch of subscriptions. I did cancel Max, but then I was like, too many of my friends use it.
Oh, I use it.
So I re-upped on that.
Do you use any of mine? Because I feel like you should.
Do you do Peacock?
I just re-upped it for something.
I love Peacock.
And I only do premium.
My friend does Hulu.
If you can afford.
Oh, I use your Hulu.
Oh, good.
Because my friend does Hulu and she gave me the password, but she does commercials. And I'm like, Sam,
No.
why are you doing that?
No. Listen, you should, and frugal, sure.
But time is money.
But ADHD. I don't have
subscription
time
service is that?
or money.
Is it ADHD Premium or what?
Sometimes it feels that way. And I loved Angel in the song. I mean, Angel's great. Oh my God. Okay. Kiana blew my mind. She blew my fucking mind.
And she blew her skirt up when she came out because it was up here.
And she was all pink. And I was like,
And
oh,
she
she's
was
going to
all
reveal and
pink.
have all pink. And then
she revealed to all black. That was insanely good.
And there was something so satisfying about the pops of pink that would peek through when her skirt would move.
Yeah.
This was brilliant.
This was brilliant.
This was brilliant. I think Kiana raised the bar for Drag Race Philippines.
I would say she shares that with Maxie, but yes.
I think she shares that with a lot of people. I'm saying, I think this is a strong statement. I think if I had to say one queen changed Drag Race Philippines the most, the standard, Kiana.
I'm not
She
going to
brought
agree
new,
nor disagree.
She brought different, she brought huge, and she's the provincial queen that no one thought provincial queens could do that.
Yeah.
And she outdid the Manila queens. I think Kiana has changed the game.
We all know I'm goldfish brain.
Right?
So I do not remember.
Well, I'm glad you're speaking up then.
Yeah.
And her verse was great. She's such a good performer.
The song was a bop. Everyone
song
did
was
great.
so good.
The song is good.
This whole season, listen, to the team at Drag Race Philippines, you still have some sound issues, and I do wish you'd work on that. And the lighting of the judging panel is still so strange. Then we had Maxie in a rare miss for me.
Yeah.
She looked beautiful, and I really want
What
this hair.
is
I know I've
it?
sent this hair to you multiple times. I really want this.
Yeah.
I want this hair.
Okay. This doesn't look like anything you sent me. Oh, but you want the pile on top. You
Yeah.
want the piles on top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you gonna say, I'll do it?
Yeah, of course I'll do it. I want you to stop tapping.
Give me a date when it'll be ready.
Actually, you know what?
Give me a date when it'll be ready.
Actually, you know what
Give
would
me
be
a date.
helpful? And you give me a deadline. I can meet your deadlines. It's the open-ended I have problems with because I'm like, oh, I can't deal with it right now.
Okay.
I love a deadline.
Okay, in January I'll give you a deadline.
I'll
give you a deadline in January.
I do the Cameos pretty good on time.
You do, and I'm very
And
impressed.
so I think I do better with a deadline.
I agree.
Rather than the open-ended.
And now that I'm not afraid of making you cry anymore, because I just know that's part
We don't
of
need to
who
make
you
me
are.
cry anymore, but we can be on.
That's not up to me, baby. That's not up to me.
No, I'll tell you that one of my intentions, I wrote down my intentions for 2025. One of my
That is so nice.
Well, one of them is I'm going to make us each coordinating
Kiss.
outfits once a month. And I'm going to do...
You heard it here first.
Yeah, but I like your help with deadline, because if you don't give me a deadline, I forget about it, or you forget about it, or...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I have your birthday hair. Actually, it's perfect for curls. Can you see? You don't need to tap the phone anymore.
Yeah, but I feel like tapping the phone really kept you focused. You've never been diagnosed with ADHD. Neither have I, technically. But, so you're not currently on medication for it. And I feel like you need that extra to keep you focused.
If you do it again, stop. I have to be honest with you. And I have to be honest with myself. I don't like tapping.
You're great at it.
I don't like tapping.
Go
I don't
for
like
it.
Knocking. No. Feet, fine.
Can I tell you, I saw on TikTok little things you put on the bottom of your shoe so that if you strike it against the ground, gold sparks fly out. And I thought about at Christmas telling everyone, like, kind of jokingly after everyone's been drinking, except for Curtis because he's sober and he's been doing such a good job. He's been sober for over 6 years. Sorry to brag. He's been with me for 6 years sober.
That is...
Stop.
Stop tapping! Stop tapping!
But I want to get it and be like, I'm going to tap dance for everyone. And everyone's like, oh, she's just drunk. And then I'm going to start tap dancing and gold sparks are going to shoot out. And they're going to be like, what the fuck? Did you hear my mouth fart when I said fuck?
Yeah,
It
what
was
is
pretty,
it about
but-
Maxie? It's pretty, but
I don't know.
maybe if they had been
Gorge,
like... Yeah.
But not for me. Now,
Also, why are
and
her corsets too big?
her corsets never fit her body. What is that?
She's tiny, so I get it. But why didn't they fit?
Her verse, though, was the standout for me.
Insane. Insane.
This is the same hair she wore when she revealed in the Lollapalooza, just in blonde. I want
No,
her in this hair all the time.
I think this is longer. The blonde is longer.
It's basically the same style, though. Do you need this win? Is this what this is?
I don't want you out there spreading misinformation.
You don't want me spreading misinformation? Oh, you don't watch this show. Sorry, I forgot. Then we had Tita Baby. I thought this was so fucking cute.
I thought this was so cute.
I thought this was so cute. What
I
did she
didn't-
say? Wasn't this her debutante dress? Yes. Because she never got to be a debutante.
Well, I think that
and
was at all of them, right? Wasn't that the challenge?
Challenge was ball gown.
Ball gown.
Hers was debutante, specifically.
She did it specifically a debutante.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the cards.
I think it's like the queen of the debutante ball.
Oh, so that was like she's the full house.
You know what? I have a video and I have a bunch of pictures of Kate, Curtis's, because rich people do it, Curtis's sister's debutante ball. It is bonkers, the amount of money that they throw around.
See, I
want to do it.
I would have loved
One
to
of my
have done
favorite
something like
Andy
that.
Hardy movies starring Mickey Rooney and Judy Garland is Andy Hardy Meets Debutante. Not fun.
Who plays debutante?
Gene
Hackman?
yeah. Gene Hackman's first role was debutante.
Remember that movie? What was it? Harrison Ford running away, and he's in the
Fugitive.
tunnel. The Fugitive, and Gene Hackman's there, and he's like dropped that
I thought
code.
that was Tommy Lee Jones. What's the one where Harrison Ford is Amish for no reason?
Son-in-law.
I thought she looked beautiful, and I loved that she... It's what we all kind of do in drag, where we get to celebrate things we weren't allowed to. I gotta be honest, her verse made me laugh. She looked insane.
She looked
She looked
so
like-
cute.
She looked like the lady in the office who remembers everyone's birthdays, and you're happy about
She
it, but
looked
you're
like
also
she's
like,
doing Mamma
don't email me
Mia.
again.
She looked like she's
Yeah,
doing
it was
Mamma
cute
Mia.
though. And then finally,
Zimba had me upon entrance.
Yeah.
And then when I started to look at the details, and then when she turned around,
The lion's head
head was
a bad call. It looked
yeah.
It looked too plush. It looked too much like a fake
and I
lion.
think there was
She should have gotten ahead of a real lion. I don't know why she didn't do that. Just get one. And she was great. I mean, fuck. She was great on the song as well. Again, bop of a song. And I want to thank you for that.
Bob.
So the winner is Angel.
Angel. Every time a Zimba dings, an angel gets her wins.
Her wings There's a G in the parenthesis. The bottom two are Tita Baby and Zimba Ding. And I know Tita was really worried about it because Zimba is a performer, but Zimba did what Zimba does. She did too much. It's what she did in the Lollapalooza against Maxi.
She did a little too much, and I'm sorry, but
Tita went in with the confidence
and the
that
connectedness
that you want to see. Exactly.
And she teeted all over that stage.
Yeah, she Zimba dinged her in the face.
Yeah.
She Zimba Ding. So we say goodbye to Zimba Ding right before the grand finale, which is always the hardest goodbye.
It's always all the
Not for us.
She gets to she appears in the finale though.
So she was in every episode. Let's get to the grand finale.
It's the grand finale of Philippines season 3.
Can I be honest? One of my favorite grand finales.
Oh my god!
Packed.
We jumped right in.
We jumped right in
to the runway.
We went right to the returning queens. Or no, I guess wouldn't Versex be first?
I don't think that's who came out though first. It was Jay Quinn.
You know,
oh no, maybe they did. I don't know. In no particular order.
I really don't remember. Up first on my phone, we have Jay Quinn in her Korean thing that she does. I never quite connected with her.
No.
Then we had John Fediega.
Loved it.
Love her
so cool.
much.
So good.
Can I be honest with you? I forgot. Because we were watching the episode. It's been so long since we've seen. So when she came out, I was like, oh my god, I fucking love her.
Yeah.
I just love her. I'm so happy for her. I think I just said I couldn't remember her, so maybe she didn't have a good showing. But she looked gorgeous. Then we had Mick Chanel.
Stunning.
She looked so expensive. I didn't quite understand the overall shape of it. It moved in a really bizarre way because I think she does have such a good figure. I did lose a lot of that. I can see you doing that. You looking at porn? But I mean, she looks expensive, so fuck me.
That's great.
Then we have Pop Star Bench. This is what I'm talking about and what I said at her elimination. When she has the same budget that some of these American Drag Race girls have, I think Pop Star Bench is an all-star. Yeah. Not in the way Alexa says after everyone gets eliminated, but I think in actuality she could be an international all-star because I love the concept of it. It's the fabric.
It's just the fabric.
It's just what the materials she's working with. It's a little
the headpiece is cool. Tacky. She looks beautiful. But yeah, the fabric I don't like.
If I was a millionaire... No. If I was a billionaire.
No, don't ever get to bill.
When I get to $900 million, not billion, I would give $100 million to her.
Can I have $100 million?
No, because I want to see what she does with it. I know what you would do with it.
Yeah, I'd buy a camper van and fuck off into nature.
You'd Uber Eats for the rest of your life.
I would buy a camper van and fuck off into nature.
But you'd order Uber Eats to your camper van. Then we had Versex. She looked so good. I love this fucking bitch. Yeah. I hated her at the beginning of the season.
She did. But she still talks about it.
No, I don't. But we all loved her at the end.
I loved her, yeah.
Oh.
Excuse me.
My God. Yuri Pota. This is a Final Four look.
She
definitely built this thinking she was going.
She shit on everyone.
And honestly, I wish she had gone a lot further than she did. I loved Yuri Pota so much.
I agree with you. Mm-hmm.
And then finally we had Zimba Ding.
Oh, I loved this. Really pretty. I wish the head thing was a little different, but I loved the gown.
I kind of like it. It's giving me Eartha Kitt. I wanna be Evo. Because the face she's making. Then Mama Pao comes out and does a dance.
This was so iconic.
We think that she's coming out like, RuPaul does. She does a song at the end, and we know Mama Pao can sing. She comes out and never sings.
She just step touches. She does some cool lifts. She does some dance moves. She does the flip. She never sings.
She never says a word.
And it's so iconic. It's like when someone does a joke and it goes on a little too long. And you start to think like, is this funny? And then you're like, no, it is funny. And then you're like, I don't know if this is funny. And then by the end, you're like, this is iconic.
Kristen Shaw is a horse.
Someone should do that.
And hearing the judges lose their fucking minds, that was a giggle fest.
It was a giggle fest. And then we jump into not one, not two, but 3 runways.
Back to back to back.
Back to back to back.
Before we get into that, I do want to say that I loved Mama Pao's final gown. That was stunning.
She looked so good.
Absolutely stunning. And I just want to say congratulations to Mrs. Jervy Wrightson.
Yeah.
Formerly Khaled Karen. I'm so happy for her. She's so pretty. Okay, so the first runway was First Time's a Charm. So I have to recreate the first time they were in drag.
This is so fun. We should do this.
I would love to do that.
I think mine was just a simple Akira dress.
Mine was a Forever 21 dress and a bolero.
Yeah.
Let's do it. And then the second one was Art Attack Extravaganza, and the last was Come in Your Best Drag. Come in Your Best Drag. Okay. So let's start with Angel. She looks amazing because she's hot as fuck. But she was saying, like, I wasn't the woman that I am now. Because it wasn't an exact recreation of what she wore, but I'm showing now that, like, this is who I am. Yeah,
she's proud of who she is.
It was sweet. The way she said it was cool. Okay. And then her art extravaganza, she's recreating this piece about waterfalls. And even though I don't know what the exact image is, I'm so blown away by it.
It's cool.
It's so fucking cool.
It's really cool.
I just feel like Angel, maybe it was just the sequence of runways that were wrong for her. Because her runways did not start like this. And these last few runways have been show-stopping. I'm just so proud of her. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
And then her best drag.
It's
just
insane.
stunning.
It's body,
It's just stunning.
but also gown. It's a little bit, remember Princess Moon from The Mummy in the beginning where she's painted gold?
No. Let's move on to Kiana's first time in drag was Halloween, which, like, haven't we all been there?
Been there.
You know, Halloween is the unofficial birthday for most drag queens, and it's a holiday that must be stopped. But she recreated it and she looks amazing.
Amazing.
She's a little mummy. She's bedazzled. I love when her blood, you know, when your blood turns into crystals.
Oh my God.
I love that.
I'll never forget the first time I saw my blood. I was getting my blood drawn and I was looking away because I was scared. And she said, okay. And she said it in the way that was like, okay, this is over. So I looked, but what she meant was, okay, it's in. So I looked like this. The needle went flying out. My blood spurting everywhere. The poor nurse was screaming top of her lungs. She had never had that happen before.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a weird thing for you to say at that moment. When I'm not looking, you don't say, okay. You say, it's in.
Okay, y'all think it's a bit, but it's not.
No, that's true. She bought me a Coke afterwards because I scared her so bad. My blood was shooting everywhere.
That's funny. At my doctor's office, there's like a lab. There's like 6 different little stations. One time I got called back and the guy was hot. Okay? Like hot. And here's what I do. Every time I sit down to give blood, this is what I do. I swear to God, this is what I do. I say, hey, I'm not going to look. Please don't talk about it. Let's talk about something else. That's just, I do not talk. Because I've had people sometimes be like, do you have good veins?
No.
Because when I'm put the needle in, I'm like, shut your fucking mouth. Anyway, but I was wearing the IMHO Powerpuff Girls sweatshirt. And I don't know that we ever offered it in a sweatshirt. I have it.
Check dragqueenmerch.com.
We don't. And he was like, oh, is that the Powerpuff Girls? Because I did my speech. He was like, no problem. I think that's the Powerpuff Girls, right? So we talked about the Powerpuff Girls for a while as he's taking my blood. And it was a very pleasant, interaction. I leave, I didn't faint. It was great. Then this last time I went to give blood, I had the same guy. I was so excited because he's so hot. And I remember him being so friendly. So I did my bit again. I did my spiel. I'm gonna look away and like, please don't talk about it, but like, I'll talk about anything you want. How's your family? Or, like something. And I was being a little too friendly because he was hot, but like, YOLO, And he's stealing my blood, okay? I can be friendly to you. You're stealing my blood from me.
Technically, you offered.
Not that much. He took way more than I offered.
Oh,
anyway.
Typical hot man.
Not friendly this time. I guess something had happened to him in his own timeline, which is weird because he's a side character in my story. But not friendly, did not enjoy it, and the fact that he wasn't friendly, I think, made me even more aware of just, like, how long this was taking. Next time you steal my blood, this needs to be a lot friendlier.
Maybe he was having a bad day.
I know, but he was hot. Now, her art attack look, we didn't quite understand it, but then it made me feel a lot better because another reviewer that I've loved this season, he's so cute. Somebody's opinion. I've talked about him before. He didn't quite understand the reference either, which made me feel better because when a cute guy doesn't understand something, it helps.
I liked it though.
But apparently she's a matte used in the Philippines, and then the face is her face because she's the art in the world on the matte.
Yeah.
Now, her best drag look,
I love it.
so cute.
I love it.
Did you hear the story behind it?
No.
Well, she said this was like one of her first outfits in drag, like fully made outfits. So she wore it all the time as like I want to have a signature and I want people to remember this. And so she's like, now I'm on this stage and I can actually come out here wearing this thing I'm so proud of and people will remember it. I thought that was so sweet.
So that's actually the first thing she ever wore?
She said it was like an outfit that she built so that it would be like her signature. So she wore it a lot.
That's so cool.
I love that. I think that's so sweet. Then we get into Maxi. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When it started, I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this Pride? What is this?
Oh, see, when it started, I was like, ooh, is this like a Snow White thing?
Yeah, Snow White, Pride, Snow White, very lesbian coded. But then when I saw she recreated this dress that she wore when she was 11, then I noticed
adorable.
The giant gems, they were on the dress, and then I loved it. So with the reference photo, I was obsessed with this look. Absolutely loved it. Now her art look, she's like the goddess
so fucking good.
Who like looks over volcanoes or something. I didn't love the silver fabric in the front, but the gold, it is so beautifully done.
It reminds me of Erte, that artist who does all the beautiful women and ladies.
Yes!
It reminds me of Erte, especially from the back. I was like, that is fucking gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And actually, now that I look at it at the front, I didn't really love the front either, but now that I'm looking at it, kind of looks like she's wearing like...
a mustache for a pussy.
No, a tuxedo.
And then finally, her best drag look, I have to admit, was not my favorite.
Because
I was shocked.
Of course, it was not fitting.
It didn't fit her at all. And I just didn't understand. There was no shape to her. No. For someone who is so fucking gorgeous and has delivered such incredible looks, which, thank God, her crowning look is incredible as well. This was such a bummer.
Well, that was a full ball. That was full 3 things, but we get a talent show.
Oh, no. We have a 4th person. Huh? And then finally we have Tita Baby. Now, I love Tita. I love how campy she is. However...
And I love that she was kind of backed into the... I don't love it, but she was kind of backed into the... She had to do the first thing. She could have lied and said it was something else.
So I have to admit, it was too campy, too amateurish for a finale. It didn't work for me. Now,
but I also, in her defense, don't know how you make a police officer look glamorous.
Put him in jail.
The glamour. Tita Baby's art look was based on an unfinished piece.
That I loved.
I do really love it.
This is the glamour camp that I have fallen in love with Tita Baby.
It's Mae West.
I think why the police thing was
really
such a really
good.
But overall, when it first came out, I was not like, ooh, wow. But once I heard the story that it was unfinished, so she's both the finished part and the unfinished, that's cool.
It's really cool.
That's really cool.
The top Tita Toot of the week, though, has to be this finale look. Her grand finale look, this is exactly what we want.
She looks...
like
incredible.
$1 million bajillion bucks.
I mean, truly a showstopper. It's
perfect.
So
it's
happy
so
for her.
Gorgeous.
If anything, this was my favorite best drag
so
look.
Beautiful. Yeah.
It was so good. Up next, we bring out one of my favorite queens who has ever graced the stage of Drag Race Philippines.
Our
Miss
bestie.
Congeniality, Hana Beshi.
Hana Beshi.
I love her so much. I just want to meet her once, and I won't be weird. I'm gonna be weird. She looks incredible. Look at that.
It's really good.
What is she? And she says like, well, I've got TV money now or something. She's like, this is what a budget can do or something like that. I don't fucking remember, but
it's so good.
It was so good. So she's crowning Miss Congeniality. The ladies have voted and they have chosen Versex.
Versex. We were both kind of like,
yes.
What?
Because she went home first.
And she was kind of a bitch.
But she also was very emotional and she had her breakdowns. And then I feel like she, in her small, short storyline, she did have a little redemption.
She did have a little redemption.
And I think there's something very vulnerable about her that draws people to her. Yeah. Because I feel very protective of her.
Yeah.
She won. She was hilarious as she was accepting. I was so proud of her.
She's so good.
Now we get into the grand titty. Totally impressive talent extravaganza.
Yeah. I do, after seeing them, think that they all assumed these were going to be in the first episode because they were all a little bit introductory
Yeah, they were all,
vibes.
this is my name, this is my
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
But I had a great time. Angel, Sex on a Stick, incredible.
Okay, this is what killed me though, is her song was called Angel, and it looked like it was, I can't remember if it was abbreviated, but it was like ANGEL. But then
when she spelled at the end.
she just kept spelling
ABCD.
ABCD. Why were you ABCD? Why weren't you ANGEL? Why didn't you spell something out with ANGL? Instead she was like, I'm Angel, 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 A, B, C, D, E. Why?
Loved it.
I love her.
Iconic.
Up next we had Kiana. Kiana killed me.
Oh, I think Kiana did really
Kiana
good.
killed me. And she did the whole Mortal Kombat Kiana. I think the name of the song was like Kiana Wins. She was so fucking good.
It was really good.
And for her to come out and immediately read all the girls and call them basic, that's why I do think this was, I agree with you, it was an introductory thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think they thought this was like an opening talent show thing.
Yeah.
Maxie,
I didn't
Go
like
ahead.
this outfit, but I didn't care because she proved to everyone why she's here.
she immediately
And why she's
won.
the star.
She immediately won. As
Yeah.
soon as the song started,
She was already winning by points, and then she just jumped forward.
it was next level. It
Yeah.
made all of their talent shows look like talent shows. And hers was an actual
Looked like a
concert.
studio arena tour. Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
incredible. And then finally,
Tita Baby with her teeny mouth.
she was nose
Air
mouth.
stewardess.
And all she was doing was giving instructions on an airplane with a tiny mouth.
But
that was
also-
so funny.
It was so good.
It did read as introductory.
It did read
It
as
did read-
introductory.
It didn't
But
read
I
as a finale,
kinda love-
but iconic.
I kind of love it. When she was moving around, I couldn't quite get the idea, but then this very ending pose, like the last few moments, it's really funny.
It's very, very funny.
We should do that. We should do
What?
nose, mouth.
I think my nose is too big. See, I don't like to draw on my nose. I like my natural nose.
Yeah.
So putting makeup on my nose to change the shape, not for me. Yours is fine. So, we're gonna find out who the top two are. We do say goodbye first to Tita Baby. She's so sweet. I'm so happy we got to meet her this season. She was incredible. I'm your biggest fan. And then we say goodbye to Angel, and Angel pulls a Miss Jade So in the funniest way.
Oh
So
my
first,
God.
she's told she's eliminated, and she's like, what sets me apart is my delusion. So I'm gonna sashay away myself. And then she does a big circle and walks over to the top two. And she goes, Kiana, move over. And then she gets back in place. Come on. It was so chaotic.
It was so good.
It was so crazy. Angels.
There was a playfulness and non-fear.
It was also really funny to see Mama Pal's reaction. Because when she did go back and stand, she kind of laughed. And then she's like, okay, no, for real. Sashay, you have to leave. I love when Mommy gets mad. So our top two are Kiana and Maxie.
They're gonna lip sync against each other.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Unless Maxie just pulled her dress down and shat everywhere, she was gonna win. We have a new winner of Drag Race Philippines, and that is Maxie.
Maxie! There's no question that this is the right move.
Correct, but Kiana, holy shit.
Kiana and...
What a season for you.
But also all of the top four.
No, I know, but to me, Kiana is the runner-up.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine Angel or Tita beating Kiana. Kiana and Maxie were by far the top two.
I want Angel to come on
Your chest.
on a UK versus
Oh.
the world or a America versus the world or something.
I want Angel to do anything, always. I just want her to be happy. You know what? I'm giving $100 million to her, too. So that's it! We did it!
We did
finished
it!
Philippines!
We finished
We saw your
Philippines.
comments.
We saw
and
your
we
comments.
Did it.
The plan was to always come back and do it, and we finally did. We are women of our words.
No, we're not.
We might not know our words, but we know our hearts.
Yes,
And that's
and
a
our
quote
hearts
from
say
Matt Rogers.
Philippines.
Everyone watch No Good Deed on Netflix.
Thank you
Dropping
so
today.
much for
Thank you
sticking
so much
with
for
us all
sticking
year.
with us. Thank you so much for watching along with us.
And thank you, Philippines. Y'all killed it.
Yeah.
This was so incredible. And I'm everyone's biggest fan. Except for, well, there's a couple people I said I wasn't. But for the most part, I'm everyone's biggest fan.
I know,
And
yeah.
please DM me. And please, Thank you, everyone. We will see you next time. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe for notifications.
Join us on Patreon at patreon.com.
We're on Cameo.
Show. And
Cameo.
And you can get your bags by going to Instagram, my Instagram, and DMing me. There's
Yeah.
only 7 of them, but we'll get these in the mail right away if you want to help
will.
me.
Kevin will. And all of our merch is at dragqueenmerch.com. Thank you. Goodbye.
They're really good.
They are really, really nice.
I love mine. This is mine right here.
Can I tell you?
I wear mine all the time. It's a little used.
Well, when Curtis walked in and you were working on the bags, I was like, it's the bag that she has all the time. He was like, oh yeah, that really big bag. And I was like, yeah, I want one. And I thought I was going to get one.
I'll make you one, but let's go to the fabric district.
Well, there's plenty of other fabrics that I bought that you have. So we'll wait until you make that first.
Here's the thing though. I need you to tell me exactly what you want and when you want it.
Okay. Get your phone out. Get your notes app out. Okay. Right. This is what Darby wants.
This is what Darby wants.
It's a weird way of typing. Okay, number 1. I just want my dad to say he was wrong. I don't want money. I don't want possessions. Because he doesn't have either. I just want him to say, yeah, I could have handled that better.
So, let's say that he says that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel after?
Okay, you be my dad.
Okay.
This is a really good rehearsal for me.
I am going to play your dad, but I'm not going to say all the things that he would say.
Well, you legally can't.
Okay.
You would be canceled immediately.
Okay.
Okay, so you're in a deathbed, preferably. Okay. It's kind of true. Okay.
Son,
Yes.
you came.
Yes. And
You came. Sorry.
I never had sex with my dad. Even though I love son, daddy, grandpa.
Yeah.
I've never considered my own family.
Okay.
You have to speak up, Nick.
I just want to say, you were right, and I could have handled things better.
Okay. I want to say that was so nice to hear, but you're farting a lot, and I'm gonna go live a good life. Thank you.
Son,
Thank you.
Son.
Thank you.
I'll put you back in the will.
You don't have anything.
I got a lot of debt.
He does have a lot of debt. I'm very excited.
That just
about
goes
that.
away once he dies.
Yeah, the government does not come after your family. Okay, so that's the first thing I want. Number 2.
See, you didn't give me a deadline.
Oh, before my dad dies.
Okay.
I want him to say that.
Okay.
That's the deadline. You know what I want? I want this dress, like a shift dress, but like different styles up top. Like, I want more...
Now you're being too vague. I have IMHO background fabric in like a satin. What do you want with that? But I only have 1 yard. So you
I only
basically...
bought 1 yard?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
There's not much of it.
Oh. Then I want a really tiny gown. We'll talk.
Okay.
And then finally, those are my 2. And the deadline for the shift dress is February 3rd.
But no, we have to pick out fabrics.
I want one of the fabrics in your house. February 3rd.
Okay, you're gonna come and look at the fabric, so we can have this conversation.
You
then.
didn't say I had to provide fabric. You said I had to provide deadline.
Darby.
Write down number 3.
No, we can have this conversation.
Write down
later.
number 3.
Okay.
I want from you a promise. Deadline right now. That you're gonna live a happy life. Like occasionally, like sometimes you'll be happy. Sometimes.
I've been happier lately since being
I
trans.
know, and that wasn't a read. I was trying to show everyone that I'm a good person.
They can see right through that.
Okay, I don't want you to get diabetes. Put that on.
If I get diabetes, I can go on Ozempic finally.
Girl, okay.
Then we can really share.
No,
clothes.
here's the thing. I want to be honest with you. I think you need to get on Prozac because your anxiety is silly. And
Anxiety is a
like
learned
mine.
behavior.
I didn't cause your anxiety. Did I make you trans?
No.
I might have. Because I do the praying.
You're kinder to me now.
Yeah, I don't love that. Thank you. Mabu bye.